Have you ever noticed that some homes rarely look messy, even though no one seems to be constantly cleaning? The kitchen feels calm. The entryway feels light. The living room looks peaceful. And somehow, it doesn't feel like someone just spent the whole day scrubbing everything. It feels natural. The secret is not always cleaning harder. Sometimes it is simply having small habits that stop mess from growing in the first place. Many Japanese-inspired homes are known for this feeling. Not perfect, not cold, not empty, just quietly in control. And that calm feeling often comes from small daily rhythms. In this video, let's look at 5 Japanese-inspired habits that can make cleaning feel easier, lighter, and much less exhausting. The first habit is this: reset small areas before clutter spreads. Most people wait until the whole room feels messy. The table is covered, the kitchen counter is full, the entryway has shoes everywhere, the sofa has clothes, bags, and random things sitting on it. And by that point, cleaning no longer feels like a small task. It feels like a project. But a calmer home usually works differently. Instead of waiting for the mess to become big, you reset one small area while it is still easy. A kitchen counter, a coffee table, one shelf, the space beside the front door. Just one small surface. That is the important part. You are not trying to clean the whole house. You are simply stopping disorder while it is still small. Maybe you wipe the counter after making tea. Maybe you put one cup back where it belongs. Maybe you fold the cloth instead of leaving it in a pile. Maybe you straighten the shoes near the door before they turn into a small mountain. None of these actions look impressive, but they change the feeling of the home. Because clutter has a way of spreading. One cup becomes 2. One paper becomes a pile. One chair becomes a storage area. So the first habit is not about deep cleaning. It is about catching the mess early, before it becomes heavy. The second habit is giving everyday items a clear home. Cleaning feels harder when objects do not have a place to return to. Keys land on the table, mail sits near the sofa, a remote control disappears under a blanket, a bag moves from the chair to the floor, to another chair, and suddenly the room feels messy. Not because it is dirty, but because too many things are floating around without a home. A calm home reduces decisions. That is one of the quiet reasons it feels easy to maintain. If the keys always go in a small tray, you do not think about where to put them. If the bag always hangs on a hook, it does not end up on the sofa. If loose papers go into one basket, they do not spread across the table. This sounds simple, but simple is often what works. A small tray near the entrance, a basket for loose items in the living room, a drawer for documents, a hook for bags, a small place for things you use every day. When everything has a quiet place to return to, tidying becomes much easier. You are not making decisions again and again. You are just returning things home. And when returning things becomes automatic, the house stays calm with much less effort. The third habit is cleaning while waiting. Not cleaning as a big event, not cleaning with pressure, just using the small spaces of time that already exist in the day. While water is boiling, while food is heating, while laundry is finishing, while you are waiting for something to cool down. These little waiting moments are easy to ignore, but they are perfect for tiny resets. You can wipe the sink, fold one towel, put away 2 cups, clear one corner of the counter, return a few items to their place. It does not feel like cleaning. It feels like moving gently with the day. And this is why the habit works. It does not ask you to find extra time. It uses time you already have. 1 minute here, 2 minutes there, nothing dramatic. But over a full day, these tiny actions prevent the home from becoming overwhelming. This is the opposite of waiting until everything piles up. Instead of fighting a big mess later, you quietly prevent the big mess from forming. That is why cleaning can begin to feel lighter. Not because you are doing more, but because you are doing it sooner and smaller. The fourth habit is ending the day with a tiny reset. Not a full cleaning session, not a long list of chores. Just a few quiet minutes to return the home to a calmer state before the day ends. You might clear the table, put away the dishes, fold a blanket, return the remote control to its tray, straighten the entryway, or prepare one small corner for the next morning. This habit matters because clutter feels heavier in the morning. When yesterday's mess is still waiting for you, the new day starts with resistance. The first thing you see is unfinished work. The room already feels behind. But when the home is gently reset at night, the morning feels different, lighter, cleaner, easier to enter. Even 5 minutes can change the feeling of a space. And maybe more importantly, it changes how you feel inside that space. A tiny evening reset is not about creating a perfect home. It is about letting your home support you tomorrow. A folded blanket, a clear table, a quiet entryway. Small things, but they give the next morning a softer beginning. The fifth habit is keeping visible surfaces intentionally light. Not empty, not cold, not like a showroom where no one lives. Just light enough that the space can breathe. Because when every surface is full, the mind feels full too. The kitchen counter has appliances, papers, cups, bottles, and small things waiting to be moved. The coffee table has books, remotes, chargers, snacks, and random items. The shelf has decorations, storage, and forgotten objects. Even if everything is technically clean, the room can still feel busy. Japanese-inspired homes often create calm by allowing space around objects. A tray with a few essentials, a single vase, a small lamp, a clean wooden surface, a basket that holds loose items quietly. This habit helps in 2 ways. First, cleaning becomes easier because there is less to move. Second, clutter becomes visible sooner. When a surface is already crowded, one more item does not look like a problem. But when a surface is light, you notice clutter quickly. And because you notice it early, you can reset it early. The goal is not to own nothing. The goal is to make calm easier to maintain. A home does not need to be empty to feel peaceful. It just needs enough space for daily life to move without friction. So, what makes cleaning feel effortless? It is usually not motivation. It is rhythm, small rhythms. Resetting one surface before clutter spreads. Giving everyday items a clear home. Cleaning during tiny waiting moments. Ending the day with a short reset. Keeping visible surfaces intentionally light. None of these habits are dramatic. None of them require a perfect lifestyle. And none of them ask you to clean for hours. They simply reduce buildup. They lower friction. They make order easier to return to. So instead of trying to fix the whole house at once, start with one small habit. Just one. Maybe tonight, clear one surface. Maybe give your keys a permanent place. Maybe do a 2-minute reset before bed. Maybe put one cup back before it becomes part of tomorrow's mess. Small habits may not look powerful at first, but they change the feeling of a home over time. And when your home feels calmer, your mind often feels calmer too. That is the quiet beauty of cleaning before life becomes overwhelming. Not perfect, not forced, just simple, steady, and easier to keep.